All right, so this is the exciting part. Everything's turning green. I'm watching Watchtower Database right now. I'm a huge DCAU fan. Not relevant at the moment. So, um, look at this guy. I mean, okay, so first things first, you've not actually seen him disassembled yet. So, it's a little backwards to show you that. But, um, but yeah. Yeah, like that's something I've always loved to do with models is like build the whole firebox and then have it sink into the frames. Same thing with the boiler and the smoke box, like it's all there. And then I end up just putting the thing together, and the tanks are going to cover the boiler. Firebox is going to be like only the top will be visible, but the whole thing is in there, right? I've mostly done that with Roblox models in the past. I've not made that many actual like physical locomotive models, but this is one of them, and it slides into the frames and it's kind of cool to look at. So I'm about to be going and visiting friends tomorrow, and the next week of my life is going to be occupied, in the best way possible, but still, it's going to be occupied. Point being, I've got something like 6 hours to finish the model to the point where I'm comfortable bringing it to Edison. So, that's kind of a crunch, not gonna lie. But we're getting somewhere. Ignore that mattress. Let's see. Oliver has a face. And I'm thinking kind of like peaceful, kind of dozing face, His eyes are closed. Don't know if you could tell. And he'll have eyebrows that are kind of risen and kind of like a very kind of peaceful gaze, or lack thereof. So that's what I'm thinking. It's kind of based on like a mixture between the face where he's really blushing in the sheds and the face where he's like on the cover of Oliver the Western Engine, where his eyes are a little bit open. I don't know why I went with this. I think it's just kind of nice and peaceful and cute. I think I saw a Japanese model maker make a model that had that face once, and it's very cool. I like that vibe. This model is mostly just an exercise to get me back into model making, because I've been in the process of moving for the last month or so. So I'm just trying to get my head back into this, and I'll be honest, I'm sick of it. I'm so glad it's almost done. I only wish that I could jump right into a project I actually want to do right away, but I can't do that because I'll be hanging out with friends, which is the very best reason to be occupied. But it does mean that I've got to wait yet another week until I can start working on anything that isn't Oliver. I'm all right with that, though. But I am looking forward to when I can sit down and start a new thing, whatever that thing is. Hopefully something story-driven, because this is very technical. You can see we've got some rods here. I wanted to give him internal valve gear, but I've run out of time. It's just going to be a huge headache. There's going to be, I know I can make it work, but that is going to create more drag on the rear driving wheels, which would make jams on the side rods more likely. So the whole thing's a bit of a headache. I don't think I'm going to do the internal valve gear. I've gotten tired of it. So I'm going to finish Oliver to the point where he's cosmetically pretty. But I'm not going to go too overboard. I might not do all the handrails. I think the one over the face will probably be enough. I'm just going to do everything that I consider to be like an absolute necessity. So the one thing that isn't built yet is that coupling hook. Everything else is being painted right now, but I don't have a coupling hook period yet. So I got to probably 3D print that. And yeah, we're getting somewhere with this. So all the black parts are all laid out, as you can see. I mean, it's good to paint it all in bulk, and that's what I'm doing. The running board is now to the point where it really is starting to look like something. I mean, that is kind of cool. Looks like Oliver's running board. Needs a few more coats of black paint, I think, and then maybe some Mod Podge. I've decided to do a vibrant Great Western green, like what he wears on Sodor today. I have been toying pretty much since I started working on Oliver, with the possibility of just going and painting him in the BR colors. I thought that would look kind of cool. I was thinking maybe a scrap livery, kind of like this, you know, where he's kind of that more, I know it's not authentic to reality, but the yellowish, greenish, brownish kind of color. I always liked that in the illustrations. But realistically, Brunswick green and Great Western green are not very different, if they are different at all. And this really should be a deep green. So whether you're talking BR or Great Western, both of them are this same kind of color. Even this is a little bit light for Great Western green, but it's bright enough that you can actually see it. A lot of people go with the authentic green, and that's almost black. I mean, it's dark, you know, at least it seems that way to me. So this is bright enough that you can see it, but dark enough that you can tell I'm going for a realistic thing. I forgot to start painting the roof, so I've got to start that right away. But yeah, we're very close. I spray painted. I've almost never spray painted anything in my life. I've always used a brush, but it seemed, you know, just easier for this. So I spray painted the wheels. There's a vibrant silver on here that, most of that I'll paint black over this whole wheel and whatnot in between the spokes. That's gonna be fun. It's getting in between these spokes. That sucks, let me tell you. And then the side rods are all ready to go. Again, it's like I'm not that obsessive. Like, you can obviously see that there's a 3D printing pattern on there. But, you know, I look at the big picture. And the truth of the matter is, like, I'm not gonna give myself a headache over the whole thing. Like, I could, and I feel tempted to make everything perfect, but I'm just not gonna do that. There's no point in doing that. I need to have some humility and just be okay with this thing not being perfect. So that's what I'm going to do. There are people that do this better than me, and I commend them for it. And they can go and make their models perfect, and maybe they can even do it without going crazy. I don't think I can. I'm not saying I'm not capable of it, but I don't think I'm capable of doing it and staying sane. So, you know, I think that making a model that reflects Oliver, that kind of has that realistic feeling to it and kind of some weight behind it, and, you know, some of the bells and whistles, but not all of them, I think that's gonna be enough for me. And we're getting very close. I think I can get this done tonight and have it ready for the show, which is not tomorrow, but it's in a few days, and I'm going to be busy all the next few days. So it makes sense to finish it now so I don't have to stress out and work on it simultaneously while trying to hang out with friends. Instead, I should just finish it now to whatever degree I'm capable of, and then that's that. One thing is that the face is not dry yet. I sculpted it last night, so I don't know how long it's going to take. I'll probably take some paints with me and at least paint the face right before the show. But that's really the only thing I'm going to delay, I think. Anyway, so we're pretty far along. We're getting to the point where we can really start cooking with grease. So yeah.